In corporate IT, we've been conditioned to think that our skills and our experiences are highly valued. And having those experiences, those skills, and relationships with the business partners are what keeps us going and will keep us tethered to the job. But that's not really the case. Here are five myths that I want to be talking about today about you know why management and the leaders will continue to think that there's always someone cheaper, someone better at a lower cost that can take on a certain role or a job. So recently, I saw a very interesting post in a developers India forum on Reddit, the big social media platform, that talks about an entire team that has been replaced by Vietnam developers. So, and this brought back the cartoon image of a small fish being eaten by a big fish and bigger fish and so on and so forth. Now, way back, we had in-house developers who were subsumed by contractors. They would always fear their jobs being replaced by contractors, who in turn were concerned about strategic sourcing, large sourcing vendors coming and taking over the entire operations. And then there's offshoring, the big fish that's really, really grown big in the past couple of decades at least. So here are the five myths that I want to be talking about uh, that are driving the thinking that infallibility among corporate workers. Myth number one, that you think you know where the skeletons are buried, and experienced techies may have learned the hard way how to keep the complex operations running. And a lot of such experiences are not documented. So they think they are infallible. They are really valuable. But time and again, I've seen this myth busted during business transformations and outsourcing. Eager young novice techies can be motivated to reverse engineer even the most complex systems with the right tools. Now, the other myth is that I have strong relationships with the business, and this is certainly a strength. Business partnering skills are an invaluable asset. But keep in mind, relationships with business stakeholders are only as strong as the tenure of the incumbents. The waves of transformations will lead to change in business roles, peoples, and their responsibilities, requiring you to either rebuild such relationships or new IT members, new contractors, or vendors may step in to fill that void. Now, the other myth that I've seen is I have 2 or 5 or 10 years in this role and can move changes and updates at a lightning speed. Yes, agreed. Agility is certainly an asset when it comes to system upgrades and updates. It is certainly valued. But the agility in a role can be a diminishing factor after peaking. Depending on one's skills and experience, one can build experience in maintaining systems and processes in a few weeks or months, after which the experience is simply more of the same. Now, another myth I keep hearing about is the CIO, CEO, or the HR leaders have said the company is doing great and quote unquote, no layoffs are planned. Such statements are generally a point in time perspective. Keep in mind, markets change faster than we can blink. In an era where CEO's performance is measured quarter by quarter, after every earnings call, changes to strategy can be equally fickle. It's not wise to bank one future on such statements from business leaders. As the old saying goes, words are cheap and deeds are dear. Now, the fifth myth is that I'm an MVP and got Employee of the Month or CXO, CIO award several times in a row. So I'm infallible. While such an award is a great recognition among peers and a credible testament to your skills, keep in mind you should not sit back on the laurels, especially in a changing business landscape. When strategies shift, managers look at the team with futuristic lens. As the old adage goes, past performance is no guarantee of future results. So keep that in mind. Be prepared. There's always someone cheaper waiting for your job.